Located on the east coast of the Italian island of Sicily, Syracuse is one of the most important cities in ancient Greek history. Established by Greek settlers from Corinth around 734 BC, Syracuse became a regional power and a major cultural center during the Archaic and Classical periods. The city thrived due to its strategic location, its natural port, and wealthy agricultural land. It flourished as a military and economic power, developing a naval fleet capable of fighting other Greek city-states, including Athens and Sparta. Throughout the first centuries, Syracuse grew as a typical Greek city-state, having a political system founded on an oligarchy of land-owning aristocrats. Towards the end of the 5th century BC, Syracuse was under the tyrannical regime of Dionysius I, who ruled with an iron fist. He expanded Syracuse's power and influence by building a powerful navy and defensive fortifications. Syracuse was an important cultural center, where major playwrights such as Aeschylus contributed to developing Greek drama. The Greek theater of Syracuse, built in the 5th century BC, stands as an outstanding example of Greek theatrical architecture and was the venue for many performances. One of the greatest mathematicians and scientists of antiquity, Archimedes, was born in Syracuse. His achievements in mathematics, physics, and engineering are well known, including the lever, Archimedes' screw, and measuring the volume of irregular objects. Syracuse was graced with beautiful art and architecture, including temples, statues, and public buildings. While many of these have been lost over the centuries, the remaining ruins still show the splendor of ancient Syracuse. Like other Greek city-states, religion and mythology were key to Syracuse's daily life. Temples consecrated to the Greek gods, such as Zeus and Athena, were built in the city, and religious festivals occurred regularly. Syracuse attempted to expand its territory and influence in Sicily and the Western Mediterranean, often resulting in conflicts with other Greek city-states, such as Athens, and with foreign powers, such as Carthage and Rome. During the Peloponnesian Wars between 431 and 404 BC, Syracuse had a significant role as one of the main city-states outside the Greek mainland. The Peloponnesian Wars were waged between the two main alliances of ancient Greece, Athens and its Delaine League, and Sparta and its Peloponnesian League. While not directly embroiled in the conflict at first, Syracuse became a focal point due to its relations with Athens and its rivalry with Corinth, an ally of Sparta. The relationship between Syracuse and Athens shifted dramatically when Athens decided to intervene in a civil war in Segesta, a city allied with Syracuse. As a response, Syracuse turned to Sparta for help. Athens sent a fleet led by Alcibiades and Nicias to subdue Syracuse, leading to a long and well-known siege that lasted several years. During this siege, Syracuse greatly benefited from Archimedes' resourcefulness. He devised several siege and defensive devices that helped repel Athenian attacks. The siege of Syracuse was a catastrophe for Athens. Its fleet suffered heavy casualties and had to withdraw. It was one of Athens' most spectacular defeats during the Peloponnesian Wars. The Sicilian Wars, waged between 480 and 307 BC, consisted of several conflicts between Syracuse and Carthage for control of Sicily. Both Syracuse and Carthage had vested interests in Sicily, an island with abundant natural resources, especially fertile land and minerals. Both powers were looking to expand their dominance over the island and control its cities and strategic ports. The Battle of Himera was one of the most significant battles, where Syracuse, together with other Greek Sicilian cities, defeated a large Carthaginian force, temporarily leading to the decline of Carthaginian influence in the region. The Battle of Crimesus was another important clash, where Syracuse and its Greek allies confronted the Carthaginian forces. It was an inconclusive affair, but it showed Syracuse's resolve to resist Carthaginian expansion. While Carthage held on to some parts of Sicily, its attempts to expand were curtailed by the power of Syracuse and other Sicilian Greek cities. These disputes shaped the history and geopolitics of Sicily, impacting the balance of power and relations between the island's different ethnic and political communities. In the 3rd century BC, Rome was rising as a Mediterranean military power, trying to expand its dominance over Italy and beyond. Sicily was a strategic target due to its natural resources and geographical location. The Syracusan-Roman conflict started during the First Punic War between Rome and Carthage for control of Sicily. Syracuse initially attempted to remain neutral, but ended up allying with Carthage against Rome. When Carthage was defeated in the First Punic War, Rome turned its attention to Syracuse. In 212 BC, Syracuse was besieged and conquered by Roman forces led by General Marcus Claudius Marcellus, following a long and difficult siege. Conquering Syracuse was a major setback for Syracuse's independence and influence in the region. It was merged into the Roman Empire and became a province. Nevertheless, Syracuse continued to be an important city in the Roman period, helping to develop the empire's culture and economy. Syracuse's architectural and historical legacy continues to lure tourists and scholars from all over the world. Portions of the ancient city are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The legacy of ancient Syracuse is still a source of inspiration and wonder to this day, bearing witness to its enduring importance in Western civilization's history.